Before his untimely death at the age of just 46, Rich Piana had become an icon in the fitness world, known for his extreme workouts, iconic slogan, 5%, and brutal honesty. He was a figure who commanded respect and attention. However, beneath that muscular exterior lurked a series of personal problems. His struggles stemmed from his relentless drive and obsession with achieving near-superhuman size, a goal that ultimately led to questionable life decisions and tragic consequences. To understand this enigmatic figure in the fitness world, we must delve deeper. Born and raised in Northridge, California, he discovered his fascination with bodybuilding at an incredibly young age. He was first taken to the gym by his mother, a professional bodybuilder herself, when he was just 7 years old. Amid the rumbling heaviness of the gym, equipped with various machines, Rich played with his bodybuilding figures. But as he looked around, he noticed that living, breathing gym-goers were walking with him in the gym. He watched in awe at the attention and respect they showed him. Thinking about the life they led from that moment on, he knew this would be his life, and there was no way he wouldn't become a professional bodybuilder, no matter the cost. As he himself said, he was destined, or rather, screwed, for his early fascination with bodybuilding would manifest itself in extreme ways. This early admiration quickly turned into an obsession for Rich, who began weight training at just 11 years old with his mother. This allowed him to meet future close friends and fellow bodybuilders. After 4 years of training with Bill and his mother, he entered his first bodybuilding competition at just 15, an age when most people are just beginning to discover the gym. Although he didn't place in the competition, this experience sowed the seeds of what would become an unwavering pursuit of muscle mass. At just 16 years old, Bill Cambra sat Rich down and explained bodybuilding to him. He told Rich exactly what it took to become a professional in the sport, something not many people do. In 1989, just 2 years after that conversation, he began taking steroids. He began a popular cycle known as Test and Deca, which combines testosterone and decadurabolin. He later claimed that the spectacular results he achieved with this cycle made him addicted. Unlike many influencers, Rich was very open about his steroid use, which became part of his personality and brand, allowing him to stand out from the crowd of dishonest bodybuilders. Rich's size and aesthetics allowed him to win shows across the country, winning Mr. California in 1998 and numerous other regional and national competitions, cementing his reputation and status. Although he never won a major international show, he did have numerous regional and national trophies to his name and was a serious competitor for a time. Outside of these shows, he began to delve into traditional media, although it didn't go far. He had a cameo role as Amazing Hulk in an episode of Scrubs and was a member of Goon Squad. In 2011, Rich launched his YouTube channel and began to transform into the iconic figure we know him by, but his success didn't come easily. It took Rich 12 months to reach 30,000 YouTube subscribers. Certainly an impressive number at the time, but it was only a shadow of the numbers he would achieve in the future. Around the same time, he created an Instagram account and posted his first post in February 2012. This was the beginning of his social media fame, as slowly but surely his posts gained more and more traction. His videos evolved from random interviews and footage, like this one titled Hot Sexy Girl at the Venice Beach Bikini Contest, to real-life motivational videos and instructional vlogs with various workout routines. The most beautiful gym girl I've ever seen at Gold Fitness is here, and I'm going to go over and talk to her. It allowed us to see a different side of the bodybuilders we were used to seeing and gave us a glimpse into Rich's personality. He gave viewers a refreshingly open perspective on his steroid use and proved to be a fantastic role model for those who might not have had one in their lives. Some examples of Rich's insane workouts include his infamous 8-hour arm workout, which promises to permanently add an extra inch to your arms after completing his grueling challenge. It consists of 16 mini workouts, every half hour throughout the day for 8 hours straight. By 2014, he had gained around 200,000 subscribers on YouTube and continued to grow his Instagram account. Seeing the potential for further growth, he launched his brand, 5% Nutrition, based on his now infamous slogan and mindset. To be in the 5%, you belong to a small community of people who will do whatever it takes to be the best. To prove you're part of the best, you can also buy a range of merchandise, including the famous 5% milk jug. This principle is what Rich lived by, but it could have been his undoing. By 2015, he had left humanity behind. He went from a clean-shaven, well-built bodybuilder to a tattooed muscle monster, Fans noticed the change in his appearance over the years, and people began to wonder whether he looked better now than in previous years. Despite the criticism, Rich moved forward, deciding to continue his extreme body modifications. He knew this choice had dire consequences. At one point, Rich was spending over $8,000 a month on steroids, an absurd sum of money that demonstrated how deep his obsession with becoming a bodybuilder had become. Despite this enormous sum of money Rich spent, it wasn't enough. He had to get bigger through other means. He admitted to using an oil, otherwise known as synthol, to artificially enlarge his arms. Synthol doesn't add strength and is used only for visual enhancement. The consequences of synthol use can be devastating, with cases of synthol abuse resulting in death after bodybuilders accidentally injected synthol into major arteries. But Rich still believed the risk was worth it. Some see this as a turning point in Rich's story, as it was then that he transitioned from steroid abuse to more extreme methods to push his body to its absolute limits. According to his then-girlfriend, he developed such a tolerance to pre-workouts and caffeine that he actually had to start snorting lines of pre-workout before a gym session. His girlfriend also accused him of an opiate addiction, but there are few other sources to corroborate this. All of this would culminate in 2017 at 1:30 p.m. On August 7th, Richard collapsed at his home while his girlfriend was giving him a haircut. When he fell and hit his head on a piece of furniture, she attempted cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, until paramedics arrived. After restoring his heart rate to a normal rhythm, they concluded that too much time had passed and his brain was beginning to suffer from oxygen deprivation. They found a white powder on the table and gave him medication that helped him overcome his opioid overdose. But his girlfriend later told them it was a pre-workout medication. Rich was taken to the hospital and placed in a medically induced coma for over 2 weeks to alleviate brain swelling. Unfortunately, this wasn't enough, and Rich Piana was pronounced dead on August 25, 2017, at the age of just 46. Just days before his death, his girlfriend noticed he was experiencing symptoms such as shortness of breath and dizziness, early warning signs of cardiac arrest. Rich's autopsy revealed he had significant heart disease. His heart and liver weighed more than twice that of a normal man, a result of the abuse they endured over the years. Despite this, an autopsy revealed that the cause of his death was inconclusive. Although Rich died so young at 46, he left a lasting legacy. He created a cult of people who continue to live by his mentality. Although he spent years subjecting his body to rigorous routines and abusing steroids, he firmly advocated against following his path unless absolutely necessary. He believed that those who could achieve their goals without resorting to steroid use should refrain from doing so. His story is a beautiful tragedy of a man who dared to push the limits of human physicality, who succeeded in building a fitness empire, but who paid the ultimate price for his ambition.